Hello, my new friend. So, this is a very sensitive subject for me, and it actually happened today, and I'm still emotional about it, trying to get over it. Everybody that I talk to is just very kind and just reassuring, but we're going to try to get through this without any tears because it was a rough day today. So, like I said, I want to talk about something that just happened to me today. And I know I'm not the only person living with MS that has experienced this. So I'm trying to get a job, not necessarily because my body is suddenly ready to jump back into the workforce like nothing has changed, but because the reality is Social Security is not enough to live on. And that's a whole nother conversation for another time. So I had a job interview. It was a phone interview, thank goodness. So afterwards, I sat there thinking about how it went, and I started feeling like a failure. Not because I didn't prepare, not because I didn't have the experience, and not because I couldn't answer the questions. There was just one question that simply didn't register in my brain. I heard the question, and I'm like, I don't know what she's talking about. I hear the words, but it's not registering. I don't know what to do. So the interviewer was talking. I heard every word she said. The question wasn't complicated. It was about what I currently do. But my brain was basically saying, I have absolutely no idea what this woman is talking about. And it scared me. Because there was a time when I would have understood that question immediately. I wanted to ask her to explain what she meant. But then another thought entered my head. If I ask her to explain this simple question, she's going to know something's wrong with me. So now I'm trying to understand the question. I'm trying to figure out what to say. I'm trying not to seem confused. I'm trying to appear confident. Confidence, yes. And I'm interviewing for a job at the same time. That's a lot happening inside of one brain. When the interview was over, I didn't give myself credit for the questions that I answered well. I didn't think about the experience or everything I had done to prepare. My mind went straight to that one moment, and I thought, maybe I can't do this anymore. Then came the harder thoughts. Am I not as smart as I used to be? What if my brain can't handle working anymore? What if this is another thing MS is taken away from me? And the one that hurts the most, am I becoming less than who I used to be? And that's where reality can hit hard. Cognitive changes with MS are real. Sometimes it can take longer to process information, find the right words, remember something, concentrate, or even understand what someone is asking in that moment. And it happens more than I would like to. And when you remember how quickly your brain used to work, those changes can make you feel stupid. And that's exactly how I felt. But I'm working on changing the way I talk to myself about it. I'm still a little down, but I know I can't get stuck. I just can't. I've come too far to get stuck. Needing more processing time doesn't mean I'm stupid. Asking someone to repeat or rephrase a question does not mean I'm incapable. One difficult moment during an interview does not erase everything I know. Maybe instead of pretending I understood, next time I can simply say, can you rephrase that question for me? People without MS ask clarification too. Yes, they do. Maybe I need a few extra seconds before answering, and that's okay. Maybe I need to say, that's a great question. Give me a moment to think about it. And that's okay too. So I'm learning that I can't keep measuring today's brain against yesterday's brain and then calling myself a failure when they don't work exactly the same. My brain may process differently now, but different doesn't mean worthless. I still have knowledge. I still have experience. I still have ideas. I still have something valuable to contribute. And yes, I'm disappointed. I'm allowed to be. I'm still processing what happens, literally. But I'm not going to let one question in one interview decide whether I'm capable of doing what with the rest of my life. Maybe I didn't fail the interview. Maybe the interview taught me something about what I need to know now. And next time, I'll walk in knowing that asking for a moment to think is not weakness. It's me learning how to work with the brain I have today instead of punishing myself because it isn't the brain I had yesterday. And I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep trying. So just remember, we are in this together. We are in this together. So I have some things to show you. So this is what I've been doing to kind of earn some money because, like I said, disability is not really enough. But what I've been doing is making children's books. And these are some of the comics that I've made. And this is Willow in the Sunflower Field. And this one is The Wonder Boys, The Great Train Adventure. And this is based on my grandsons. So I just try to make stories that I can relate to, or that my grandkids, because my grandkids give me so much material. Oh my God, they are so easy. So these are some of the books. And then this is Where is Teddy? And this is about a little girl, Maisie, and her grandfather, who is actually, y'all gonna think this is funny, who is actually my ex-husband, and this is his granddaughter. This is about their dog Teddy, and dog got lost. And this is just like a journal where you can just write your own story, like dream big. You know, it's just blank pages where you can write your own story. So that's what I've been doing to try to, you know, make up for the fact that it's not. And then there's also a reading buddy. So with the reading buddy can just like be there with you and just, you know, keep you company while you're reading. So I make little reading buddies. And in the basket, I was like, this is a gift basket. It has like a pen, some bubbles, crayons, and a little bitty coloring book. And it says, give the gift of literacy because every story matters. And this is like inside of the basket. And I love bubbles. So I've just been trying to get some support. It's been a slow go, but you know, I still keep trying. And that's what I do on my off time. And then I also was doing watermelon juice. So it's like I had a couple of gigs going, but it's just slow. So I thought, hey, why not try to get a job? But it's not as easy as I want it to be. And this watermelon juice is so good. So guys, if you like what you hear, please subscribe. Tell your family and friends, and leave a comment. And I hope to see you again. Bye guys.